Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, TheRumpledOne, coming to you on Wednesday, July the 3rd. The year's 2024. Let's talk trading. Why simple is so difficult. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. And a friendly reminder, since simple is so difficult, always have your risk management in place. That way you won't lose more than you're willing to lose on any one single trade and get taken out of the game. So, why simple is so difficult? The answer can probably be found in your bathroom. If you look in the mirror, you'll see why trading's so difficult. It's because of you. You make it difficult. You know, many of the methods I present are really simple. They're based on horizontal lines. And the trick is, or the rule is, the method is to go in the direction that price is moving at the horizontal line. It's either going to be going up or it's either going to be going down. Now, some people talk about sideways, but that's only a myth. Because movement means to change, and there's only two directions the price can change, up and down. So something might be range bound where it's only going up and down, say 5 pips, and that might happen for an hour or 2 or 3, and so people say it's sideways. No, it's just range bound. Big difference. And that's one of the reasons why simple's so difficult. People don't use words properly. They describe things improperly, and that makes it difficult. Now, what are some of the other reasons trading's so difficult? Well, it's because we're dealing with money, real money, not fake money. And when people deal with money, sometimes people get real funny. Sometimes people, they hold on to a coin so tight that the eagle on the back, is crying. And some people are frivolous with their money. And some people are just gambling. And there's nothing wrong with gambling per se. Just realize that's what you're doing. And if you're trading, but you're actually gambling. Risk or gambling is risk because you're not controlling the outcome and you're, hoping for, praying for, wishing for a positive outcome. It's that simple. In trading, it's still a gamble to an extent, and once again, we do not control the outcome, but we're a little bit better, hopefully, at managing the risk. So we stay in the game longer. It gives us a better opportunity for making that big hit. It's like when I went to the casino this year, last month on my birthday. I was driving home and I passed by the casino, and all of a sudden I realized, wait a minute, it's my birthday. I should go in there and get some birthday luck. So long story short, I used my method on the roulette table. I divide my chips up into 5 stacks, and what I do is I look at the board and I see if the dealer's what I call spinning consistently, where if you see the same number come up in a row like 2 or more times on that board, then you know that dealer's spinning consistently. So you want to take advantage of that. So whatever the last number hit, you put a chip on that number, and then you put a chip on either side of that number, whatever those numbers are, and then you put a chip on the outside. So in other words, when you look at the roulette wheel, you have chips, 5 chips in a row. And so hopefully if he's spinning consistently, he's going to either hit that number that he just spun on, or he's going to hit somewhere near it. And I won I lost the first spin. I lost the second spin. I lost the third spin. I won the fourth. No, I think I won on the, yeah, I think I won on the third spin. I won on the fourth spin. And I usually walk away after hitting once, because with my method, even if you hit on the last spin, you still walk away with more money than you started with. So, and I don't push my luck. Once again, this is gambling. I don't control the outcome. So, but when I realized, I should have said, you know what? After it hits twice in a row, I could have kept playing until I lost. Because who knows? Maybe I could have hit 5 times in a row. I didn't stick around to see that, because I remember one time I did stick around and I would have won something like 3 more times in a row. But anyway, point of the story is that you have to have a plan or a system. You have to stick with that plan and system, and that system should be very simple. And when you win, it's time to walk away. So, can you do that in the Forex market? Yes, you can. But once again, you've got to overcome yourself. You've got to overcome fear and regret. Fear of losing out, fear of missing out. Those are the two biggest ones. They really are. And then the regrets, looking back. What you didn't do, what you could have done. The woulda, coulda, shoulda blues is one of the songs I wrote. And then all of that turns into pain, and you beat yourself up. Or you might want to go and start messing with your method. Either the one you created yourself or the one you learned from somebody else. And then that just adds to it, adds to the problems, instead of you being able to keep it simple. So, your reaction is is what's causing you the pain. And it gets into your psychology, your brain psychology, why you can't keep it simple. Because what happens is you've got thoughts and beliefs on the bottom. And you might then have a trade go against you. And then you might have a particular thought or belief why that happened. And that's going to affect your feelings. And that's going to affect your attitude. And that's going to affect your behavior and actions. And you can see this can be a downward spiral. And what will happen is you'll wind up blowing your account. You'll wind up blowing everything. You will go on what some gamblers call tilt. And so as you're trading, you need to see what your thoughts and beliefs are. You need to say, oh, I just thought that, or I believe this, and maybe even write it down and see, is it a positive belief or is it a negative belief? Because negative beliefs will create negative feelings, negative attitude, and negative behavior and actions. Just have to understand that about yourself. And then once again, people get funny with money. Walmart likes to grab 2 pips or more when he can. And that's because he knows himself and he knows that's how he can be profitable. Myself, I used to just grab a pip. In the stock market, I was out there grabbing, pennies and nickels and dimes. That's all I needed. Because when I started out, I just wanted to make $100 a day. Just something real simple. 1,000 shares. If the price moves a dime in your direction, that's $100. Wasn't difficult. the idea is not difficult, but what gets in the way, or what got in my way sometimes until I got out of my way, was me. It's real simple. It really is real simple. So when you look at these charts, there's many ways to attack it. So let's see. Right now the pound's 59 pips above the daily open, 65 above the low, and only 2 point something off of the high. Which means if you would have traded the daily open or buy zone, it would have made money. Just looking at this, looking at this chart, there's no quote unquote indicators on the chart. I mean, if you would have taken the wick zone here, you can see we gapped down. If you would have traded that wick zone from the previous day, even though it's very narrow, it's still one above that high. There's money to be made. And see, when I looked at the daily chart yesterday, I realized something that, number one, I figured price needed to get back up to 2,700. And you can see here that 2 days ago, or 2 trading sessions ago, the high was 27,086. So I figured it needed to get back up to that 127. And now you can see here, I figured it needed to get back to here. And that's 127,399, almost 127.40, which is the what? That's the launch pad. And from the launch pad, you know where it needs to come up to? About this level right here, which is 127,966. So I look at the chart and I see these things. So now I just wait for those levels. And I think I had mentioned about the dollar yen once before. I think that's going to change all the charts, and it did. And you see here, I was saying, if it gets up, to a certain level, it's going to be short time. And I think, where was it? No. I remember, I think it was like 160.28. Right here, this low. I said it needed to break that low, and you can see here, I think it broke it by about a pip. Let's see, low 126. Yeah, maybe 2 pips, and then that was it. It turned around. And so that's why I haven't called a short again. I'm just waiting to see. But there will be a time to short the dollar yen. Maybe it's going to have to come below a daily midpoint, or close below a daily midpoint, and then that might be the time to really put those shorts on. You can see here on the hourly, it opened below, actually here, I think we opened below that mid dot, the previous mid, and it's come down pretty much. Let's see, did we hit a high of 161.95, almost 162? But anyway, you know what? The fastest 15 minutes in trading's just about over. But I thought I should probably do a little psychological talk today. Walmart couldn't make it today. But I just thought, because there are some traders out there who contacted me and they're still struggling. They're looking for methods when you really just need to look to see what's going on with you. Methods, there's plenty of methods. A million ways to make $1 million. But you have to get out of your own way. Because, fellow traders, I've said it before and I'll keep on saying it. It's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is TheRumpledOne, over and out.